Yo, what's good? So, for this video, I'll be talking about thoughts I've been thinking about for my entire life, practically my entire life, that I found strange and peculiar. And some of these thoughts have only just recently occurred inside my head, which I find pretty interesting since I'm a person who thinks a lot. Even considering even considering the fact that all of us thinks every single minute in our active lives, I think probably double of that. Anyways, let's get it started. And if you're wondering, I wear tank tops every day at home and shorts. I have like a um whole pile of tank tops lined up and shorts too. So that's basically what I wear all day. I mean, all year round, 24/7. I only wear something different if I'm going to school, going outside, of course. I just can't wear this outside too, you know. Maybe if it's just like a trip to the grocery store or something. Maybe I'll still be wearing my tank top and shorts. Anyways, let's get started. Uh, so the first thought I have, the first thought that came up on my head that I found interesting and a main priority that I should talk about on this video is people who usually sleep 8 hours a day only live 50 years. If you think about it, one third of our everyday is gone because of sleep itself. Don't you realize that? So practically, we've only been awake for 50 years and we've only been technically living in the moment for 50 years. Isn't that weird? And it also makes me realize that life is short, and if you think about it that way, it's even shorter. The already short life is shortened by that specific thought. Like, imagine this: your mental mind is only 50 years old because you've slept a third of the average lifespan of man. Isn't that peculiar? So, since we've only been technically alive for 50 years or living for 50 years, that's really short, isn't it? Now, another thought I have thought about is, oh my god, it's just weird to say. Uh, when you're sleeping, you can't think of the last thought you can think of before you go to sleep. Does that make sense? Since the last thought you've made think what? The last thought you've thought of is the thought that you thought before you went to sleep, but because you're so sleepy, you can't remember that thought. So the thought before that thought, or maybe even the thought before the thought that came before that, is the last thought that you thought of before you went to sleep. Does that make sense? I don't know. It doesn't really make such a difference in thinking of such complicated shit, but it just it just you know, it's just a brain teaser. Since what was the last thought I thought of yesterday when I was sleeping? I don't know if this goes for everyone, but probably it does. But you know, every night I can't go to sleep without thinking at least for 10 minutes before going to sleep. Unless I'm extremely tired or fatigued, then I will always be thinking while I'm trying to sleep. And it's pretty weird since I have a pretty good memory and I can't remember what thought I thought of before I went to sleep. Since if I say in my head like while I'm trying to sleep, okay, this will be the thought I will think of tomorrow. I will try to remember it. Then you will form more thoughts after that since you can't just stop your brain from thinking more, you know? You just can't I brought it up in a previous video. Like, there's not a flip that you can turn on and off in your head so that you can stop thinking. No, it does not work like that. I wish it did, to be honest. But you'd be brain dead. Yeah. What else? Oh yeah, studying. Now I know many people understand and acknowledge the fact that we live to learn. And I'm not saying that it's bad, but not everybody wants to learn for their entire lives. Right? Alright, let's calculate it. An average of 8 hours a day, 5 times a week, and some extracurricular stuff that you need to learn for school for over 15 years, or like 12 to 15 years, 12 to 18 if you consider like other stuff. That's the necessary amount, the minimal amount that you need to learn to be able to blend in into modern society. Isn't that crazy? 12 to 15 years? Now, I know what you're thinking. Oh, you don't even have to study most of the time. Like, it's only 8 hours a day. That's 8 hours a day of 5/7 of your week gone. Not including Christmas break, all the breaks, all the vacations. Not including that. But still, if you calculate it all, it probably comes up to 7 to 8 years of actually being in school. That's insane. 7 to 8 years of actually being in school to learn what? That much knowledge. Now, if it was me specifically, like if I was asked if I wanted to skip all of this, I would skip all of it. But not in a way that I would actually, not be able to learn stuff, but learn them in a compressed way. Since we have so much time in a school day here in the Philippines, or at least in my school, that we don't really do much for the rest of the day after we're learning. 10 minutes of material can be consumed in 1 hour. Classes of 1 hour in school. That goes for most schools, I think. Now, these 16 years, can they be compressed into like 3 years? I know it will be like rigorous, hard work, and it will be painful. But in the end, you're saving yourself so many years of waiting, effort, time of your life, everything else. You're saving so many years. That's like at least 5 years gone. And even for someone who's not that intellectually gifted, not that smart, couldn't they be like learning at a pace that they can um keep up with? It probably will take at like 6 to 7. I did it again. I'm sorry for the meme. Like 6 to 7 years as well. Uh, what else? But yeah, that does sound insane, doesn't it? Why do we have to be so in depth with studying? It's like, I understand that we aren't really grown up until the age of 18 so that we could get a job, and that's probably why students get limited to having to study that many years in general, because they need to grow up first, physically, mentally, and everything else. But maybe it's that mindset that limits us. Like, when these children are thinking, oh yeah, we're still children, like, we don't need to grow up yet. We're in grade 3, grade 4, grade 5, like junior high school. Maybe that's the mindset that's limiting them. Can't children grow faster than they can now? If they just thought like, Oh, I need to grow up. I have to work at 15, 16, 14, do something productive. Like, I know that's a very strict and purist way of thinking, but really, I'm not saying it in a workload type of way for the efficiency of humanity, but for humans to be able to enjoy their lives more. They get to decide what they get to do with their lives. And I feel like that's what we're lacking in our education as well, since we're focusing a lot on these topics that we won't be able to tackle or even use in our daily lives. Then like add some about mentality, emotional health, mental health. I think that will help a lot. You will be able to realize what you want to do in life quicker and simpler. You'll be able to do a lot more. I just feel like the education system is flawed. Not directly flawed, but because of the way we humans are built, it is flawed. If only we could be like this physically grown, this physically tall, this mentally strong. Like I wish we could develop things at the age of like 10, since the only thing holding us back is our age. Experience can be learned across the way as long as you have um, the fundamentals that you have ingrained in your head. If you have the fundamentals down, then you could probably be able to face the harsh realities of the adult world while just being an 11 year old with the mentality, the physical appearance and body of a 20-year-old. Then yeah, I think that's just what limits us. And this wouldn't be a problem if our lifespans wasn't this short. If our lifespans was at least like 1.5 times longer and we lived out to be an average of 100 years old, then it wouldn't be a problem at all. But maybe it's still a little bit of a problem, but it's not that bad if you have an average lifespan of 100 years old. Yeah, I just find it really troublesome. Since me personally, if I could have someone like me who can tell me everything about life, make me experience everything in the matter of 5 years, then I'd gladly take that experience. It's like taking a shortcut in life, but there are no shortcuts in life. And I wish there were. But nah, there are no shortcuts in life. I'm just afraid of death. I know, as a young teenager, it's quite possibly the farthest thing away from me right now in my life. But it doesn't help thinking that it's so far away. Even though it's far away, it's still definite to arrive. It's not like being slow could help you escape um escape heading straight into definite death. You'll still arrive at it one day. You're just going slowly. I'm just afraid, man. 60 years left to live on average, and I'll be 75 years old. That would be terrifying. What if I haven't accomplished enough in that amount of time? I want to accomplish much more before that allotted time. I've lived a fifth of my lifespan already, and I haven't accomplished much. Wouldn't you wish to be already mentally developed at the age of like, say, 10, 11 years old? I wish I was. I could have learned so much more in life if I was just that developed. But humans can't handle receiving that much information, that much change in their lives, that much education at such a pace. And if they could, then we humans would probably be enjoying life fully to our latent potential at the age of like 14, 15, 16. I just wish we didn't grow so slowly and die so early. Maybe that's all. That's all to what I'm hoping for. Dang! This went way deeper than I expected. But rightfully so, it's such a topic that it's such a hard topic to understand and to mentally grasp. But yeah, in short, I just want to live longer. Nah, there's no other way around it. I was hoping to say one more thing, like uh give another example of a thought that I've been thinking of recently that's complicated, but you know, it's already gotten so late. I still have some stuff to do before I head on to sleep. Thank you for watching, everyone. I think I'll end this video here. Please, focus on yourself. Don't let the world get you down. Be better with every day. Now, don't think this is coming from me. I think it's general advice that everybody should follow, and that, you know, I'm not someone to I'm not someone worth trusting advice from, but if you get what I'm saying, like, it's general advice, just don't take it too seriously. Don't take it from me specifically. Take it from my mouth. What? Anyways, that's gonna be all for today. Love yourself. Love everything that loves you. And do everything in your power to make your life at least a little bit better. Thank you for watching, everyone. And please, if you do enjoy this content, like and subscribe. It really does help me out. It brings joy to my everyday life. And I know I say that this is just my everyday diary, but it brings a smile to my face knowing that I made a person's day better. And yeah, that's all. Thank you for watching, everybody. See you next time.